Getting ready for the big weekend in Ivins, Utah. Black Desert Resort preparing to host the first LPGA event in Utah in more than 50 years, going on 60. And Black Desert, once again, the only place in the United States that's hosting both the LPGA and the PGA Tour. And it's really fun to have it here all in Utah. Managing partner of Black Desert Resort, Patrick Manning, joining us in the house tonight with some hardware. You love to see it. I know it's a little heavy, but tell me all about the trophy. This is the one that's going to be hoisted on Sunday, May 4th, right?
That's correct. This is the ladies. I'm showing you the back of the trophy because I'm kind of doing an unveiling today. This is very, very similar to what the men had for their PGA tournament, but the men, it was a little bit masculine. So we asked O.C. Tanner to soften it up a little bit. So they came up with a fantastic design. So this whole red was not there for the men's. The inside was, but this, give it a little bit of curve and not so beefy and add some red, and I think they did a fantastic job on this trophy.
Looks absolutely gorgeous, eye-catching, and it's going to look great against the Red Rocks in the backdrop there on 18. So a great field coming out, and the ladies, man, they can play. I mean, you've got some of the top 50 in the world coming out. Who should fans be most excited to see here at Black Desert come early May?
There's a lot. We've got some good representation from Utah coming in, but we've got a new brand ambassador. Kind of the face of the Black Desert Women's Championship is Charlie Hull. So we'll be rooting her on. But there's plenty. There's Lexi Thompson and I mean, the list goes on and on. I think we actually have 21 of the top 24 women golfers in the world signed up for this event.
The LPGA, I know this is something you've been working on for years. It's almost like, I don't want to say you're more excited than the PGA, but you're very excited to represent the women in golf. Why does it mean so much to you?
It means a lot. I mean, with us being the only spot that has both the men and the women, we can show the world in one spot with the platform of having the women that we are showing up and putting on a tournament that's just as powerful, just as strong as the men are getting. And I hope the world sees how Utah shows up for these women, and when these hit over 220 countries on air, that they see the crowds there, people rooting these women on, and take them very, very seriously.
In recent weeks, it was really cool to see Charlie Hull talk about Black Desert. Obviously, you're bringing her in, and she's excited to be a part of it. I think when she was talking to members of the media, she was nearby in Las Vegas, and it was great to have Matt McCarty on there, who, by the way, just finished up a really stellar showing at the Masters because he won the Black Desert Championship. In speaking with some of the LPGA players, how do they plan to attack the lava rock and the red rock and everything that makes Black Desert unique?
I think you're going to see the women play pretty aggressive. I think they've mentioned that they saw the men spray the ball 200 times out into the lava. They think they're a little bit more accurate. We think we'll see a faster pace of play because of that. But I think that they're feeling like attacking this. We've got generous fairways, and they're so accurate. Just go after it. I think that's what you're going to see.
Pace of play is everything, and that's a tough walk, actually. I mean, I had the chance to walk the course a number of times in some of the spots where you don't even see foot traffic, which is really cool. The undulation, it reminds me of the Masters, right? There's sneaky hills there, which is really cool. When you're thinking about the LPGA, what are you hoping the fans take away from this? It's a little different than when the guys come to town. Yeah,
well, I think that they're going to see that the women are so gracious, they're so engaging, and it's really fun. You know, we're all in on youth, and I'll give you a little scoop in a minute on some ticket stuff that's really fun that's just came to be. But I think you're going to see, we're already seeing a major uptick in girls coming out to Black Desert to take advantage of our free lessons that we give, provided by PGA professionals and LPGA professionals. I think it's going to have an impact, not just on our area around the world, but specifically on the youth in our region.
So not just bringing the LPGA here, but growing the game within our own communities, like you've done with local high schools and universities in southern Utah.
That's correct. I think it's a big impact.
Tickets, scoop us. You can probably still get them right now, I'd imagine, right?
Yes, you can still go to blackdesertevents.com. We're going to launch this thing in a couple of weeks, this tournament. There's still some volunteer spots available. There's also tickets available, general admission, VIP. But the scoop is this. We, Bank of Utah, heard all that we're doing for the youth, and they wanted in. And they said, here's what we want to do. for the families that are going out to catch these women play, we are going to, for every paying adult in the general admission, we're going to pay for 2 youth tickets. So, you know, a couple of people, you know, a couple of buddies, couple of ladies, man and wife, go out there, take 4 kids, and Bank of Utah is going to buy all of those tickets.
That's awesome. How do you work that in? How does that happen? You have to put your ticket number, and then it'll just be covered?
Yes, you do go to blackdesertevents.com, let them know that with our 1 ticket, 2 tickets, 4 tickets, this is how many youth tickets we want, and it comes credentialed.
Awesome. So you can bring the big family, you can bring the neighborhood, you can bring the friends, all down to the LPGA event here, which is just in a matter of weeks. What's really cool about something that you're doing that I've never heard of anybody doing is physically getting the planes to fly people to the event. Not just people, but the competing athletes from the LPGA. The prior event will be in Houston the week before. How did all of this come to be? Because I imagine the players are so excited to have this opportunity, not just to be put up there, but to get there and save on some of that cost so they can come here and perform.
Yeah, that was a big part of it. You know, the men just get more, you know, than the women get. And the women need to be celebrated, watched, have all the same fans. And so we just thought that let's entertain them, let's entertain the fans. And so we thought, let's do something that's never been done before. Let's send private jets to go pick these ladies up. Let's get them out of the commercial airports, away from TSA. You let them really focus and then pick them up, bring them to the resort, and they get to stay at the resort, red carpet rolled out, no charge there either.
I want to ask you, because I haven't seen the resort in a while, how are things coming along? Obviously, there was so much to do in such a short amount of time, right up to the last minute, or the first guest, which happened to be a PGA Tour playing professional who was playing in the event. How much has changed since that event to what people will see this time around?
Yeah, what was already done has been very well, better defined. We've opened a couple hundred more rooms. We've opened a couple more restaurants, and there's a whole lot more coming. What I like to say is there's a lot more to do, but there's a whole lot that's done it'll create lots of entertainment for anybody coming to the resort.
So we got the trophy, we've got the travel plan squared away, we've got breaking ticket news for how you can bring more people. Anything else you want fans to know is we are just now weeks away from this really historic event, once again bringing top-tier golf back to Utah.
Just one thing. This tournament is going to be seen by almost 300 million people around the world. My number one goal is to have the world see that Utah shows up for these women. It's captured on camera. The Utah shows up for these women, and we're excited about it.
Patrick Manning, managing partner of Black Desert Resort, which has just skyrocketed golf, not just on the professional level, but the youth level and growing the game as well. Thanks for bringing the hardware. That looks really cool, and can't wait to see it hoisted up on Sunday, May 4th.
Thanks, Brian.